my people. Welcome to Bange TV show. We are here with my friend Mr. Jonathan Mugume. Mr. Jonathan, welcome to Bange TV.
Thanks very much for your warm welcome.
Okay, nowadays you are very smart. I don't know what's happening. What the reason behind your smartness nowadays?
Why nowadays, Mr. Senor? I do not think why I use nowadays because I know that's my disease. I'm obsessed of being smart.
You sound very nice and you are smiling well.
Thanks, Senor.
I think that you have changed your lotion.
No, I'm still using my latest lotion. I have not changed it. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to our main topic of today. We need to talk about the youth behaviors. And nowadays we are seeing many young people using the drugs, using some injection. They want to be in a life of high. You know what I mean? So I want to hear from you. What do you think about those behaviors in our youth generation?
Thanks for that fabulous question, Mr. Senor. Well, we human beings, we've got a lot of different insights when it comes to that type of a topic. Well, it's not even a burden to the youth, but it's also a burden to their parent, but which is also a shared bad thing that is also done by older people, you know. But the reason why that I see that these things of using a lot of drugs, you know, in order to feel high, in order to forget this bad thing that is happening to us in our daily life, but mainly youth, they are not interested in what is happening to them. But it is not even just a matter of not being interested in what is done to them, but it's just because they are not patient. You know, the youth deserves to be patient of what is happening to them. They have to stay calm and they have to put their faith in God because the Almighty Father is the provider. Because you see, there are a lot of different things, different evidences that proves that God's will is great, you know, and He's all loving to everyone. So there is no need of just trying to use each and every drugs, you know. But we have to put a terminate on everything that is bad and harmful to our life. Because you might be in a bad mood because your mom or your dad does not want to give you an iPhone because you see that each and every girl that you are friend to has or contains it, you know. He or she is in possession of it because of a bad habit that he or she has engaged in, or even it might be even a positive thing like his dad or her mom is a wealthy man or a healthy woman, you know, I mean a wealthy woman. So, you know, there is a lot of inequity when it comes to equity, you know, when it comes to properties. But we have to be patient and we have to think and stay considerate that things do not happen to occur forever. You know, things come and things change. Yeah, that's my insight, Senor. We have to be patient. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. It's very clear in you look as a sober man. Yeah. If you see the vibe you have, the confidence you have within you, I'm wondering what the secret that you've been that have been helpful for you in order to avoid those behaviors, those using of drugs. How do you survive? What the secret behind of your success against these drugs?
Yeah, thanks, Senor. There is a principle known as charisma. Well, I do not know if some of your viewers are aware of that principle, but charisma is a great thing for us to put into action. Because a person who is charisma is a person who is considerate, a person who is passionate about things that he is doing, a person who is confident in his or herself, you know, a person who is self-reliant. And obviously, in short words, Senor, you know, the secret behind this soberness of mind, the secret behind this smartness of mind, you know, physically or mindfully, it's behind that application of charisma. You know, you need to to not lean on yourself only. Just try to associate yourself with a lot of wise men, wise women, to whom you share a lot in daily life. Like that might be your colleagues in your workplace. They might be your fellow students in your class. Or they might even be your lecturers or your teachers. In every public setting that you happen to meet a lot of people, you just need to socialize, with wiser men or wiser women. I do not mean to discriminate these who are not intellectual, because I think every one of us is intelligent in different aspects. So you have to exploit and try to utilize every intelligent man in different aspects of life. Like it might come to how you live, to how you socialize with each and everyone, because we do not have to rely on intelligence which is provided within classes, but also within our daily lives. We have to study how we have to relate with others. We have to study good manners. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. And also, there's one thing that I want you to talk about.
Yes.
I want you, regarding the topic, there is what the influence of peer pressure. I know in young generation you may be born in a good family with good education, where all your parents have done all the best in order to raise you well, but there is the influence of peer pressure. Why? How have you overcome those peer pressures in our generation?
I want you to first of all, I do not want you to beat around the bush. Just ask me straightforwarded. You see, peer pressures do not affect us negatively, but also positively. What do you mean? Either you
I
mean
was relating to the drugs, because all the drugs sometimes you may be raised in a good family, but because of the peer pressure, they can affect you to find yourself in that bad behaviors.
so. Are we only emphasizing on
Yes.
on drug habits, or
Yeah,
even other bad manners like
on our topic about
sexual
drugs, drug use.
Oh, okay. So that's a negative effect when it comes to peer pressure. For example, using myself as an example, I grown up in a family which is straight when it comes to those things. It is a family which was it was crucial. When I mean crucial, it was very important for me to give me good manners. To aid me either physically, either to teach me spiritually. They tried to provide me a lot of information that I needed. They tried to educate me informally, but also formally. So, what I try to mean by this, being raised by my family well, I was trying to give you an insight that I was raised within a caring family. But when I reached a boarding school, that's my high school to be precise. When I reached my final ages, I mean my final grades, it was grade 6 in Rwanda actually. A lot of students, they could come. I could see that they were high. I could see that they were being cared. I could see that they were these highly communicators within the school. So I could just try to ask them what was the secret behind that thing, which actually was an attractive manner when it came to girls. Those peer pressures that I engaged in could just tell me that to be attractive is just that you have to take first of all these drugs, these ganjas on these shits, and thanks to God that I had not been caught, because I could have gone to jail.
Okay.
But luckily I just jumped it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finally, what advices, what that you can provide to the young generation who are watching the Bange TV right now?
Actually, what I could just tell them first before I narrate my advice to them is that they are in intensively care by engaging within this view of Bange TV, because they are just being heated these insights within their daily lives. So in order for them to stay out of those bad behaviors, they just have to read a lot of self-help books, and they have to keep put on their charisma. They have to do what's precise, because we human beings, we know what is absolute, and we know which is not considerate. You have to be considerate to mean that you know what to do and not what to do. Both of us, we studied ethics, moral behaviors. You know what is considered to be moral and immoral within the society, but also to you, and also honor your God. That is all.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan Mugume. Hope to see you again in a couple of the weeks.
My
ahead.
pleasure. My pleasure.
Okay. Thank you.